It was a great experience, honestly, because I really went into that fight not feeling like I lost. When I walked out of that crowd, was cheering for me, saying that I won that fight, and they're completely booing him. When he walked into the arena, they were cheering for him. When we walked out, they were cheering for me. So I walked out of there feeling like I got the victory. Can't see it the way the judges do every time, but my job is to go out there and fight, and the way I felt that I won the fight. So going into this one, I went in there with a lot of confidence, knowing that I made somebody that was hyped up to be a killer. I made him look ordinary, and he basically couldn't do everything that he did to other people. He couldn't do that to me. His power, I think it's very similar to the Brendan Gertz fight. They're both strikers with wrestling, and obviously he's a little bit bigger, so I'm thinking he's counting on the fact that he's bigger than Brendan, that he'll be able to hold me down a little bit better. But a lot of things played into that fight that I made sure I got back up to my feet, so that way I would use my hands to win the fight. I wanted to make sure that there was no doubt that they didn't say that I used my weight on Brandon to win. And with this fight, I think it's going to be a lot different, just because they assume that they'll be able to keep me there, and they're gonna get in trouble. Honestly, it's gonna depend on how well we perform. I think there's not really much rankings in Bellator. It's more who can put on the best performance. So the way me and Brandon fight, it's going to be exciting, man. I'm more excited because of the matchup. I don't really, predict what's going to happen next, but I know if I had a prediction, I would say if me and Brandon go out there and give the performance that we know we're going to, either one of us could get the title shot next. I know it's going to be me because I've trained my ass off for this fight, and I'm going to get my hand raised.